What's up everyone, this is Tom with ribbonpie.com. iOS 7 is very likely to be released on September the 10th, the Golden Master Edition at least, and then the Consumer Edition a week later from that. So I thought I'd take this opportunity to kind of give you my opinions about the operating system, all of the ins and outs and things you might not know about, from someone who's used it from all 6 betas. I thought that might be interesting, so let's just jump straight in. And actually, the thing I kind of want to talk about mainly is the feature set. Now, the feature set is really interesting because they've included a ton of new additions in this operating system, but do I think it's enough? This is the problem with iOS, it's a very closed operating system, so you can't install third-party software to add these new additions. So you can see that they've reinvented the multitasking, they've reinvented the notification center, they've included control center, all of these new features, and it definitely has helped with iOS 7. It's a lot more enjoyable to use for me. You don't have to go into the settings now to alter the brightness, for instance. All of it is very quickly accessed via Control Center, and for me that is the main reason to enjoy this upgrade. The UI changes are nice, there are a ton of them, it's obviously very flat, more modern, but to me that's just a UI change. It doesn't change the functionality of the device and the operating system itself, but these additions such as Control Center have really helped in the functionality of iOS 7. I much prefer to use it because it's a lot more efficient. Whether or not the efficiency in the improvement of iOS 7 has actually done enough to stop more geeky people moving to Android, something which pretty much allows unlimited customization and efficiency, kind of remains to be seen, but it'll be very interesting to see how the release is taken with the public. Next up, I want to talk about whether or not I think iOS 7 is ready. Now, we're on iOS 7 Beta 6 now, and it kind of feels like it's somewhere in between beta and consumer version. It's not 100% ready yet, clearly. You do encounter the odd bug, but the smoothness and stability of the operating system is generally pretty good. So I can see possibly another beta, then the Golden Master, or just the Golden Master release where they kind of just fix out the little odd slight glitches that are hanging around, which aren't a huge deal, but are still not great for a consumer release. Okay, so next up I want to talk about iOS 7 for the iPad. So I have it installed on my iPad mini, and generally it's quite good. I personally think that iOS 7 is a more friendly operating system to an iPad than it is to an iPod or iPhone. That's not to say that the user experience is bad on an iPhone or an iPod. I just personally think it's better suited to a larger screen. You have more screen real estate. Things like the multitasking and also the notification center just look better on a full-size screen. That being said, there is a lot of wasted screen real estate on all of these things, such as multitasking. You could have a lot better opportunities for more toggles or things like that within Control Center on the iPad, which you just don't have on the iPhone and iPod. So I can't wait to see Apple kind of take advantage of the extra screen real estate. Hopefully they do. To be perfectly honest, the only thing which I'm not excited about with iOS 7 is the user interface and the app icon design. Now, I'm not a huge fan of it. I'm not as adverse to it as a lot of people. Some people are pretty crazy about this whole interface change. I just hope that they would have changed it in one of the iOS 7 beta iterations, or at least tweaked some of the icons to make them a little bit less in your face, for want of a better term. But the reason Apple changed this interface is to appear more modern to people who don't already own iOS devices. That is pretty much the single most reason. Do I actually like the changes that they've made to the interface? No, but I do think that they are the right changes. So, pretty much to sum up, if the iOS 7 Golden Master release is incredibly stable and feels like iOS 6 from the stability point of view, I'm incredibly happy with iOS 7. It has pretty much made my devices, my iOS devices, fun to use again. I feel like it's a lot more efficient, and I'm pretty sure I can get used to the interface. There we have it, guys. That pretty much wraps up this video. I'm interested to hear your take on iOS 7 if you've been using it. Drop a comment down below. I'll try to respond to as many as possible. Guys, those were Redmond Pie on all of our social links. Those are down below as well. And as always, I'll see you guys next time.